Hello students, welcome back. Today's class is 10th standard social science, history unit 2, the world between two world war. Now let me move to the video session.
History Unit 2, the world between two world wars. Introduction. After World War I, European power weakened financially and politically. Trade finance created instabilities throughout the 1920s. In this lesson, we are going to go through shattered the global capitalist system, fascism emerged in Italy and Germany, anti-colonial movements in Asia, decolonization processes in Asia, anti-colonial movement in Africa, political development in South America. Fascism means a political power based on a very powerful leader, state control and being extremely proud of country and race. The Great Depression. Development in the post-World War I. The industries that grew to meet wartime requirement had to be closed or modified. Huge stocks had to be disposed of and large number of workers had to be sacked. Dissatisfaction among the workers. The war also placed a heavy burden of debt on every European country. Withdrawal of American capital. In the end of the World War I, America was financially in a sound position. She encouraged the flow of capital to Europe as a money lender. A slump in US economy forced the government to impose restriction on the export of capital. A slump meaning is a sudden severe fall in the price. Stock market crash in the US. Due to the withdrawal of American capital, made the first huge market crash that occurred on 24th October 1929. This discouraged investors and consumers to sell their shares, but there were no buyers. The American financiers were forced to recall their own funds invested abroad. The stoppage of loans made the two German banks and Bank of England became bankruptcy. Breakdown of the international system of exchange. Despite emergency measures such as cutbacks in expenditure and increased taxation, the situation did not improve in England. So England decided to leave the gold standard. Most of the nations left gold standard. Gold standard is a monetary system where a country's currency or paper currency carried a value directly linked to gold. Devaluation forces creditors to stop lending. Devaluation means a decrease in the value of country's currency. This defensive measure slowed the economy, which is called Great Depression. Repercussion in politics. Repercussion means an unintended consequence of an event. The depression changed the political conditions in several countries. In England, Labour Party was defeated in the general election of 1931. In the USA, Republican Party was generally rejected by the people in successive elections for about 20 years after the Depression. Rise of Fascism and Nazism. The impact of war in Italy. Fascism means led by a dictator having a complete power. Nazism is a set of political beliefs associated with Nazi Party of Germany. Italy's financial cost was huge. The sharing of the spoils Italy got less than expected. The war resulted in inflation. Inflation means a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing power of money. There were frequent protests and strikes. Emergence of Mussolini. Benito Mussolini, son of blacksmith and qualified as an elementary school master, then he became a journalist with socialist views. He was the founder of fascism. Mussolini was a forceful speaker. Fascist party was founded in 1919. Mussolini immediately joined it. In October 1922, long ministerial crisis happened. So Mussolini organized the fascist march on Rome. Impressed by the show of force, the king invited Mussolini to form a government. Fascist under Mussolini. In the 1924 election, 65% of the votes cast for the fascist. Matteotti, a socialist leader who questioned the fairness of the election, was murdered. The opposition parties boycotted the parliament in protest. Mussolini reacted by banning opposition parties. Mussolini's pact with Pope. In order to give respectability to the fascist party, Mussolini won over the Roman Catholic Church by recognizing the Vatican City as an independent state. The Roman Catholic faith was made the religion of Italy and compulsory religious teaching in school was ordered. The Lateran Treaty was signed in 1929. Italy during the Great Depression. During the years of the Great Depression, the public works of building new bridges, roads and canals, hospitals and schools did not provide solution to the unemployment problem. In 1935, Mussolini invaded Ethiopia. This was useful to divert attention of the people away from the economic troubles. Germany in the post-World War. From 1918 to 1993, Germany was a republic. Between 1871 and 1914, Germany had risen to dizzy heights of economic, political and cultural accomplishment. Germany had surpassed even Britain and US in several fields of industrial production. But Germany's defeat and humiliation at the end of the World War I caused a deep shock to the German people. The Great Depression further deepened their frustration and prompted them to turn against the Republican government. Evolution of German fascism. The origin of German fascism goes back to 1919, when a group of 7 men met in Munich and founded the National Socialist German Workers' Party as Nazi Party. One of them was Adolf Hitler. Hitler had developed violence against Jews and associated Judaism and Marxism. Hitler marched to Bavaria. During World War I, Hitler served in the Bavaria army. A gifted speaker, he could whip up the passion of the audience. In 1923, Hitler attempted to capture power in Bavaria. His premature launch of the National Revolution on the outskirts of Munich landed him in prison. During his time in prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle, an autobiographical book containing his political ideas. The Nazi state of Hitler. Republican government fell as the communists refused to collaborate with the Social Democrats. Thereupon, industrialist bankers prevailed upon President von Hindenburg to designate Hitler as a chancellor in 1933. The Nazi state of Hitler, known as Third Reich, brought an end to the parliamentary democracy. The Nazi Party propaganda. The Nazi Party's propaganda was led by Joseph Goebbels, who manipulated public opinion through planned propaganda. He once said, "Any lie frequently repeated will ultimately gain belief." Nazi Party towards Jews. Hitler's government followed a policy of repressing Jewish people. The Jews removed from government position, excluded from the universities and deprived of citizenship. German swastika flag. Hitler replaced the flag of the Weimar Republic by the swastika banners of National Socialism. The army of brown-shirted and jack-booted stormtroopers was expanded. Defiance of the Treaty of Versailles. In August 1934, Hindenburg died and Hitler, apart from being Chancellor, became both President and Commander-in-Chief of the armed force. His deliberate attempts to breach the Treaty of Versailles led to the outbreak of Second World War. Anti-colonial movement in Asia. French Indochina. During the First World War, about 1 lakh Indo-Chinese fought in France and returned with first-hand knowledge of how the French had fought and suffered during the war. Communist ideas from mainland China were also a major influence. Many became convinced that the considerable wealth of Indochina was benefiting only in the colonial power. Guerrilla warfare. In 1916, there was a major anti-colonial revolt which was crushed brutally. There were also guerrilla activities in Tonkin, the place from where Ho Chi Minh was to arrive. The emergence of Viet Minh. The mainstream political party in Indochina was the Vietnam Nationalist Party, formed in 1927. It was composed of the wealthy and middle-class section of the population. In 1929, the Vietnamese soldiers mutinied there and there was a failed attempt to assassinate the French Governor-General. This was followed by a large-scale peasant revolt led by the communists. The revolt was crushed, followed by what is called White Terror. Thousands of rebels were killed. Decolonization in India. The decolonization process started in India from the beginning of the 20th century with the launch of the Swadeshi movement in 1905. The outbreak of the First World War brought about rapid political as well as economic changes. In 1919, the Government of India Act introduced Dayatchi that provided for elected provincial assemblies as well as for Indian ministers to hold certain portfolios under transferred subjects. India in the days of Great Depression. The Great Depression of 1929 had a disastrous impact on British trade and business. Foreign investment declined, particularly in the heavy industry sector like railway building. For the colonial government, the expansion of trade was the only ideal mode of economy, as it guaranteed easy access to indirect tax revenue, for example, custom duties and foreign currency. Britain transmitted the effects of depression to its colonies. Impact of depression on Indian agriculture. The Great Depression also dealt a death blow to Indian agriculture and the indigenous manufacturing sector. The value of farm produce declined by half while the land rent to be paid by the peasant remained unchanged. In terms of prices of agricultural commodities, the obligation of the farmers to the state doubled. Farmers and Indian manufacturers therefore had to sell their gold and silver reserves to subsist. The great fall in prices prompted Indian nationalists to demand protection for the internal economy. Government of India Act 1935. The British had to appease the Indian nationalists, and the outcome was the passage of the Government of India Act 1935. This provided for greater power to the local governments and the introduction of direct election. However, the decision of Britain to involve India in the Second World War without consulting the Popular Congress ministries forced the latter to resign from office. Anti-colonial movement in Africa. The African coastline had been explored in the 16th century and a few European settlements had come about. The Berlin Colonial Conference of 1884-85 resolved that Africa should be divided into spheres of influence of various colonial powers. Boers Wars. The war between the British and Boers in South Africa. The relation between the two British colonies of Natal and Cape Colony and the two independent Boer states of the Transvaal and the Orange Free State had long been unfriendly. The discovery of gold in Transvaal in 1886 led to a large number of British miners settling in and around Johannesburg. The Boers hated these people, whom they referred to as Uitlanders, that is foreigners. The Boers taxed them heavily apart from denying the political rights. Nationalist politics in South Africa. There were two main political parties. The Unionist Party, which was mainly British, led by Smuts, and the South African Party, which are largely Afrikaners, that is Boers, under the Hertzog. The first Prime Minister Botha belonged to the South Africa Party, ruled in cooperation with the British. But a militant section of the South African Party formed the National Party under Hertzog. At this juncture, the British-dominated Unionist Party merged with the South African Party. This gave Smuts a majority over the militant Afrikaner-controlled National Party. Racist policy against the blacks. Already an act of 1913 had segregated black and white farmers, which made it impossible for the blacks to acquire land in most parts of the country. In the Cape Province, the voting right to blacks was abolished. Native blacks suffered in all spheres, social, economic and politics. Apartheid in South Africa, which means separateness, became the racial policy of the Nationalist Party in 1947. Apartheid is based on the belief that the political equality of white and black in South Africa would mean black rule. The African National Congress was banned and its leader Nelson Mandela was put behind bars. In 1990, the ban on African National Congress was lifted and Mandela freed after 27 years. In the election held subsequently, the Africans were allowed to vote and the African National Congress won the election and Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. Dominion status for South Africa. Smuts believed that the coalition government was required to solve the country's economic problems. Therefore, the South Africa Party and the National Party united in 1934. In spite of misunderstanding and disagreements, the Smuts and Azog alliance lasted until 1939. South Africa during World War. When the World War II broke out, the United Party split on the issue of South African support for Britain in the war against Germany. Smuts opposed Nazism and wanted South Africa to help Britain. Azog was sympathetic towards Hitler and favored a policy of neutrality. Political development in South America. Before the European discovery of America, 3 centers of civilization existed. They are in Mexico in Central America and in Peru in South America. The Maya, the Inca and the Aztec civilization were highly advanced. There were several states in each of these areas of civilization. Aztecs from Mexico conquered the Maya country in the 14th century. For nearly 200 years, the Aztecs ruled their empire. European colonization and its impact. In the 16th century, when the Aztecs were at the height of their power, the whole empire collapsed before a handful of adventurers, led by a Spaniard named Hernan Cortes. The other famous conqueror was also a Spaniard by name Francisco Pizarro, who led the conquest of the Incan Empire. Later the Spaniards made Peru a part of their dominions. Impact of Napoleonic invasion of Spain and Portugal. The Napoleonic invasion of Spain and Portugal in 1808 quickened the process of liberation struggle in South America. Already the spirit of independence was growing under the leadership of Simon Bolivar, called the Liberator. The Monroe Doctrine. The fight for independence intensified when Napoleon fell in 1815. Some of the European kings wanted to help the King of Spain to crush the revolutionaries in the South American colonies. Monroe, the President of the USA, came up with this famous Monroe Doctrine, which was declared that if Europeans interfered anywhere in America, north or south, it would amount to waging a war against the United States. This threat frightened the European powers. Disunity among Latin American nationalists. Latin American nationalists fought not only Spain and Portugal, but also each other. In 1821, Central America seceded from Mexico. Later, Central America itself split into 5 republics. U.S. imperial interest. At the dawn of the 20th century, the United States had occupied Cuba after defeating the Spanish in 1898. Cuba was under U.S. military rule. When the Americans finally left, they retained a naval station in Cuba. President Theodore Roosevelt's attitude to Latin American countries was summed up in the words, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." He made an important amendment to the doctrine in 1904. After effecting this amendment, the US became the dominant influence not only politically but also in economics. Emergence of middle class and working class. With political stability and economic opportunity, the country received large number of migrants from southern Europe. Economic growth, urbanization and industrial growth in countries like Argentina, Chile, Brazil and Mexico helped consolidate the hold of the middle class and the emergence of militant working class organization. At the same time, American power and wealth came to dominate Central and South America. Great Depression in South America. In Mexico, there was violent social protest involving dissatisfied segments of the oligarchy, middle class intellectual and peasant communities. Latin America protested American intervention and disliked their dollar imperialism. Dollar imperialism is the term used to describe the policy of the USA in maintaining and dominating over distant lands through economic aid. The opposition to political intervention produced a change in US policy after 1933. Franklin Roosevelt, in his Good Neighbor policy, agreed that the US would not intervene in the internal affairs of any state and would give economic and technical assistance to Latin America. A short recap. Intensification of anti-colonial struggles commenced from the end of the First World War. rise of fascism, especially in Italy and Germany, the economic slump originating in US in 1929 affecting all capitalist countries in the world. Slump means a sudden, severe or prolonged fall in the price. Decolonization process was quickened during the interwar period in India. The Monroe Doctrine prevented colonization of Latin American countries by European powers. Dear students, go through the lesson and be safe. Take care. Bye.